Today's iconic Eateries of South Florida edition of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox is brought to you by TRANSWORLD Business Advisors.
Hold the Mayo. It's time for Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. Find out what's being served with Mike, Defo, and Lubie, the only show that covers food, sports, and the proper maintenance of your car. And now, a man who had the distinction of having an entire health clinic named in his honor, Mike Mayo.
I want the flim flam sauce with the awesome fave with shafafa on the side.
Hey, hello, and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition and another week of Mike Mayo's Lunchbox. And as you can see, we are in a tropical setting. We are in a iconic setting. It is time for the TRANSWORLD Business Advisors monthly segment known as the Iconic Eateries of South Florida, IESF on LESF. Let's Eat South Florida, 207,000 members strong. And we are celebrating with Red Stripe Beer, Hooray Beer.
Cheers.
The 50 years of Le Tub. This place is classic.
Yes.
It is iconic. And we are with the new managing partner, owner, Alex Serafini, whose family owns a number of eateries along the Intracoastal here in Hollywood. But this place, man, what's it been like? Alex, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you
Andy,
very much.
always good to see you.
Always good to be back.
And how are you today? And how's it going here at Le Tub, 50 years on?
We're having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's been an incredible, kind of project. It's been nonstop for the last 2.5 years, just with the updates that we've been doing. We've redone the whole dock last summer. The whole seawall was kind of crumbling and falling apart. If you remember that, I'm sure, but it was a bit of a hazard. But
just a bit. But now everything is fine. And
so boat access, the docking is probably some of the best that we have. We have Gigi's Waterfront. We have Tiki, our other two waterfronts restaurants.
And those are like one's to the north, right by the Dania Beach Boulevard Bridge. One is to the south, right by the Hollywood Boulevard Bridge. And you are the meat in the middle. And
there you go.
Really, literally, the burgers here are worldwide renowned.
Yeah.
World famous.
There's so much to talk about with this restaurant.
I know. And that's why an hour might not even be enough. People say, oh, my God, how are we going to fill a full hour? You're going to see. It's very easy. So, again, you guys took over and purchased it 2.5 years ago. And I guess it's a little daunting when you buy a place that is, storied. A lot of people have stories here, including me. Some of them can't even
have another drink, and we'll talk.
Some things that happened here, romances, parking lot hijinks. Lots of people from Gulfstream Park that used to hang out here, and I imagine they still do. The racetrack. It used to be a big racetrack place after the races.
For the race. Yeah, for the racetrack.
Thoroughbred Hall of Fame trainers used to hang out here. Shug McGahee and his wife. I could go on and on because I used to hang out here when I was a young sports writer. But you guys have come in. What's the balance like of respecting a place's past and tradition and yet still evolving and going forward?
Yeah, I think that's been at the kind of front of that's been our mindset from day one, right? Like how do we come into a place that has such a infamous history and past and a nostalgia that's kind of unmatched in a lot of ways, to be on the water, to be in an old Sunoco gas station. And then just the legacy of and the fame of the burger and everything that this restaurant. We knew that we wanted to hang on to the nostalgia, the charm, the kind of rustic feel and Key West vibe of what this place is about. And I think we've done a really good job at that. And obviously doing some enhancements were just kind of necessary. We got a couple of cocktails rolling in here.
Oh, look at that. And these are some of your...
these are some of our top sellers.
Here, let me get that. That looks like the world-famous pina colada.
Yeah.
Which, Andy, you're going to be refraining today, and we got, what is that?
That's our rum runner.
Oh, wow, okay.
I already started drinking my beer. What are you talking about?
He was trying to refrain. You're now giving him a beer, and you want to offer him up the pina colada.
Do you want a rum runner?
Well, this pina colada is...
He was trying to not drink.
I'll tell you.
Sweltering in the heat. I love the way the pina colada looks like it's gone through a little bit of a freshening. It's got the beautiful toasted coconut on top.
So the only it had toasted coconut. That was actually something they were doing here, which I was really impressed with. We added the nice cherry on top. I like the.
That's great. That's
Here's
exactly
some
what I
napkin there,
remember. Yeah. Oh, I got that.
Yeah, you got to drink it fast in the heat, during the summer.
Yeah,
I like that. You know why? Because the faster you drink,
The colder you are.
I think that's what
the
Or
more
the more
you
drunk you
refreshment
get.
you get. Yeah.
that's what Le Tub is banking on for sure.
Oh, that is good.
It's a good run. Now,
That's a
I
great
guess
rum-
my
rum
memory is
runner,
faulty
I
because I thought I remembered back in the day there was frozen rum runners with the floater, or is that
Yep, and
No
we can easily offer that.
Okay.
They had a larger frozen section. We kind of
This is way more refreshing. This is
yeah.
so much
Well,
better.
with the
Well, it
rum
says it
runner,
on the butt.
so when you freeze a rum runner, it
Oh,
just
a rum
becomes
runner?
super icy.
Yeah.
And then the bottom, all of your booze is sitting at the. It's a
Yeah.
weird thing with the
Pina
pina colada with the Coco Lopez in there, a heavy amount, obviously,
right?
which is the key, right?
Absolutely.
Anything other than Coco Lopez for me is not really.
This drink's like a kind of like any kind of frozen
It's like a
drink.
milkshake.
Milkshake.
I was gonna
I
say,
was
it
gonna
looks
say,
like a freaking
summertime. I love to drink
Sunday shake.
milkshakes for lunch. But this is even better because
Wow.
it's a rum.
That's-
It's a pina
That's not part of
colada.
your program, though.
No, it's
Michael.
not on the
I've been hearing you talk a lot about
Ozempic
that.
plan. No.
Yeah, I
Lunch
juiced
milkshake.
I juiced it this morning.
Did you?
But it hasn't really kicked in yet because this is tasting delicious.
Yeah,
I
there you
could
go.
suck down a whole one of
That'll
these.
juice you.
Yeah. Andy, you are a Hollywood guy.
I am.
What kind of memories do you have of Le Tub?
I mean, just coming down here, first of all, it looks gorgeous.
Thank you.
did not recognize. I mean, the dockside is so much better. The thing that was always was crazy to get in here. It was always hard. There was always parking issues, and I mean, it's still a small parking lot.
Yeah.
But so Uber down here, there wasn't Uber back then, right?
Yeah.
And
Sorry,
you're
my
just trying to
instincts are kicking in.
That's all right.
And you're just trying, and you guys have just upgraded it so much. There's so much capacity here now that you can come here and grab a burger, like you said, and feel like you're in Key West.
Yeah. Thanks.
So let's go back to the beginning because, as you mentioned, this used to actually be a Sunoco gas station filling station
Oh, that's funny.
back in before 1975, and there was a guy named Russell. What's his last name? Kohuth, right? Real character. And he wanted to, basically come up with a place that felt like the Keys without having to make that full drive down there.
Oh, that's funny.
And he started. Do you know the origin story of why all
So-
these tubs and it used to be commodes and?
I'm gonna do my best, but
Okay.
it's obviously before my time. I'm 33, so
Okay.
Well, my
the
time,
place has
42.
been here.
I've been coming here for 36 years.
Really?
So
There you go.
before you were born, I was coming here eating the cheeseburgers at night.
So we have learned a lot over the course of, especially leading up to the 50th anniversary
Yeah, sure.
celebration that we had.
Which was just in May around the
yeah.
Memorial Day weekend.
Exactly.
Congratulations again.
Thank you. Yeah, just after Memorial Day weekend, we had a huge kind of blowout party here. We rented a pontoon boat and had live music playing
Nice.
on the water, which was really cool.
That's like
Right, and
Yeah.
we are not facing the Intracoastal on the opposite
Sorry,
side, and we
that's-
can't go that way because of the glare. You wouldn't really be able to see it well. But the real attraction to this place and
It's
all
right
your
on the water.
waterfront properties that you guys have, whether it's GG's or Tiki, which used to be Jimbo's Sandbar, but the Intracoastal, the waterfront is great, but you get sunsets here, right?
Yeah,
and
it's
that's got to be a
beautiful
big draw.
sunsets.
Where it opens up in North Lake here,
Mhm.
and if you're sitting at the bar, especially, which is my favorite spot to sit because you've got the action of that tiny little kitchen and grill
Mhm.
Yeah.
filled with burgers, sun is setting, ice cold beer. It's like
It's
you can't-
perfection.
No, it's magic. That's like, for me, that's like what this the magic about restaurants is that, like, a moment like that inside the old gas station. It's like people love to sit on the water, obviously, but for me, I like
And
to
you've
be a little bit
expanded,
set
like
back.
you said, the deck. It needed
Yeah,
a little
beautiful.
TLC, and not only did you do the TLC, you also did a major, just extension all the way down.
It's crazy
and
though. This space was all here, but
Right.
it was
Yeah.
it was never really
underutilized.
No. So, and in summer, we don't fill all the way down. It's just
Right.
it's not possible during the slower months. But during the season, you'll have this dock entirely full, and it's,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fantastic.
What's
Imagine.
that?
But we
the
now
s-
have more seats and options
Yeah.
to do that.
What's the
so.
seating capacity now?
God, I think it's a little bit like
Officially,
this could be
yeah.
4, this could be 6. But I would say it's closer to like 250,
Wow.
260
Yeah,
now.
that you can pack them in, and you got a parking lot here that again, beach parking can be a little bit touch and go, but you
Yeah,
have
but
your own
right
private
across the
lot.
street, you got the
Yeah,
you
you've
know,
got,
you
the
the city
public
lot.
lots and garages,
Yeah.
but you have your own lot and it fills in. And
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, we
but-
have somebody just an attendant helping to kind of manage the lot. It does get full from time to
Yeah.
time, but for the most part, like coming in, you don't have to wait that long for a table.
Yeah.
But I was going to tell you about Russell,
Mhm.
and I was going to tell you a little bit about the history that I learned through our kind of interview and everything with the Sun Sentinel. Actually,
Mhm.
we got to be featured on there.
Yeah,
which was
that was a
an
very nice
amazing-
write up by my former colleague, friend Phil Valise.
Yeah,
that's
what
good.
yeah, Phil was awesome. Really appreciate him allowing us to do that, which is, I mean, the whole 50th party was like an opportunity for us to tell people that we had, come and given La Tub a scrub kind of thing.
La Tub of Scrub. There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
But
and look, this place on the Let's Eat group, I have my
Mhm.
list of places that I call polarizing, which is that there are some people who love it and other people who maybe not love it.
right.
And there's like very little in between. But I take that as a mark of a place that knows what it is and it's not going to be for everybody.
Yeah.
Now, in the past, it had,
And I think
guess-
that's more in the past
See,
Or
what,
now
now.
in the
what
past.
I was gonna say is someone who, and I'm saying this out loud, as someone
Yeah,
who's
Mike
42
Lubitz
and
on
I'm
the-
born and raised in South Florida. I've never actually eaten here. I'm openly, I know, I'm sad to admit that. It hurts me as a South Floridian,
Sure.
but that's why I love doing the show and I love doing especially this segment because we went to the Floridian, another place that's been there my entire life, and everyone looked at me like I was a weirdo because I've been going to Fort Lauderdale and I'd never gone to the Floridian, and so that's why this segment I think is fantastic because it not only honors what you guys have done, but it honors and lets some of us who haven't been know exactly what you're about. But whenever I've heard La Tub, I've heard it pitched almost like the No Soup for You person from
Right.
Seinfeld.
right.
Alex does not feel like that person.
No,
so
this is
it
different.
feels
They
like
are
it's
in the
undergone.
hospitality business.
Because I heard
I
would yell at you
I
and
can't
I would
pretend
scream at
that's me.
you.
I'm
Alex does not feel like that.
No,
No.
his family and what they've done is. Right, well,
We're-
I'll let
listen,
you explain. Your
we
philosophy.
are actively involved with our businesses every single day. It's what we do. It's how we've made our living and our livelihood in South Florida. My parents kind of started everything for me. I grew up in restaurants. We had the Big Tomato Market Grill out in Pembroke Pines, if
Yes.
you remember
Wow.
that.
Yes,
Tomato,
of
yep.
course.
That was years ago. When they first moved down here from Northern Ontario, they opened a place in Aventura Mall called Eastside Mario's, and that was
I think I've heard of that.
You
I feel like
remember?
I've heard of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Eastside Mario's kind of took off. It
It
was
was a
a
big deal.
family style Italian
Yeah, it was
restaurant,
huge. Yeah.
very, very popular, and they did really well there. And then they kind of broke off on their own and did the Big Tomato for many years, and that's the
Yeah.
restaurant I grew up
Yeah, mine
rolling
was
pizza
really
dough and garlic
Mhm.
knots and bussing tables. And then lead us to now, years later, I moved away, came back, got an opportunity to get involved with the family business, but I moved to New York and worked in hospitality for years as well
Nice.
under Danny Myers.
Oh, you worked
nice.
for
Nice.
the Union
Nice.
Square
Yeah,
Hospitality?
I worked
Group?
for Union Square
What
for
a
about
great
5
outfit!
years.
I'm in the middle of finishing up reading the
Unreasonable.
Unreasonable
Are you?
Hospitality.
It's a great book.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a great
Will
book.
Guidera's book,
Yes.
Which
which he
restaurants-
worked for Danny.
Right.
Yes.
At
I worked
the-
at Union Square Cafe for
oh,
years.
I love that. I
Thank
just
you.
was there again. And,
Did you?
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I spent a lot of
11
time.
Park, was it?
11 Madison Park.
11 Madison. Sorry.
yeah, one
I
of the
had an
best
I had an
restaurants.
incredible 5 years in New York.
Oh,
working
wow.
Right before this is before COVID, so
Gramercy Tavern.
Gramercy
Yeah.
Tavern spent
I
time
just
there.
went there with
Wow.
my aunt back in March. It was great. So
it's still
that's
amazing.
a great, solid foundation you have for hospitality.
Solid foundation.
I'm trying
That's a
to-
triple
That's an
A.
icon-
I'm
It was
trying,
on
I am
it.
trying to square
Yeah.
you, Alex, with. All right, let me give you some of my memories because I've been coming here, like I mentioned, I moved to Florida in June of '89. So it's been 36 years.
Wow.
I feel very old because not only because you're 33, but because this place opened in 75, which means I came here when it was only 14 years old. And now you add 36 and that turns into 50. So I could tell you about what it used to be like. And I'm glad that now you are more making people feel at home and at ease because
Thank you.
I'll tell you what I used to find. It was two grouchy guys who I love dearly, John Petrie and the late Matthias, and they used to bicker like a married couple.
Right.
But and they had a sign that was, first of all, it was cash only, so it was this place, La Tub, is a great place for people with money, but now you take credit cards. There was also a sign that said, unattended children will be used as fish bait.
And they meant it.
And they could be a little surly and grumpy, but if you
have to bring that back.
if you worked your way into their good side and tipped, nicely, they would become very loyal to you. So I would come in here late. Well, first of all, you mentioned that picture window at the bar.
Yeah.
My favorite thing, like on a day like this when it was threatening,
Right.
I would come here, sit at the bar, and watch a thunderstorm roll in and just the rain driving down. But
Right.
you would watch it over the lake. And then like a half hour later it would clear, and then you see a sunset, and I would just have a burger and a couple of rum runners, and
That's
it was
it.
heaven.
That's why it's stood the test of time here.
Yeah.
Despite the grouchy,
Yeah.
it's in spite of itself. It's been like people's go-to. Yeah, obviously very polarizing. And we have honestly shifted that, I think, a lot, and opening people, reminding people that there is a change now. That's the reality of how these things go.
Right.
I
And
think
it used to be a very sleepy place until
and that's how they liked it.
that's how
They
they
liked it
loved
that way.
it,
That was a
because
thing, right?
It was their hang. Yeah,
And-
they didn't want
and
they didn't want Oprah
They didn't
or
want-
GQ magazine in here.
it started with GQ magazine. A writer whom I know named Alan Richmond, not to be confused with the Man versus Food guy. He's
No,
a
no.
former sports
Yeah, yeah,
writer, baseball writer. He
Hmm.
wrote in Philadelphia, but he's from Montreal originally. I've gotten to talk to
Okay.
him, but his dad used to live right down the block in Hallandale Beach, and he went around the country looking for the
Best burger.
U.S.'s best burger.
You
And
drove
what
the whole
dr-
country.
what drove him here and what led him to making it number one was just the homey
Authentic.
family connection. That fact that he used to come here and have a burger with his dad,
Right.
and the burger is great.
Right.
Yeah.
And so he sang its praises, made it the number one in the country in
That's the end of
GQ
that.
magazine. After that,
So Oprah came,
people
right?
started coming, but then Oprah sent Gail King.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Gail
And
was here.
Gail came.
Yeah.
This was about
then it blew
2005.
up.
We're talking about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
And
they were
They
pissed.
were not happy
and
at all. probably.
Matthias used to tell me about, he would laugh about how people would come in dolled up from Palm Beach in their convertible Mercedes, all in their dresses and makeup, and say, "Where's the air conditioned section?"
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So it was a little bit of a culture
We still don't
clash.
have that.
No,
No, but that's, I mean,
It's
Although I put
outdoors.
one in the back for the prep kitchen.
Oh,
for the
okay.
folks.
that's nice.
But that's part of the charm.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
like going to the
If you're going
Yeah.
for the Keys, you're not getting, the Ritz. Like that's just not the vibe. Even the nicest place in the Keys, it's more about the outside than it is the
Absolutely.
inside. Like that's
Absolutely.
what I never realized that's what this was going for, because the minute I walked in, I'm like, oh, the Keys.
Really,
Like,
as your first time here,
didn't-
yeah.
I didn't even. I'd only heard about Great Burger. You might like it because you're bitter in life, because that's who I am. I'm the guy. See, I actually like the grouchy people because of what you said, or Mayo said. Once they like you, you get to see. I love to get to the good
break
side of the
through.
grouchy.
You got to break
person.
through
Yeah.
the. Yeah.
Now again, that doesn't endear customers, so I'm glad you guys made that shift. But
Yeah.
but I heard that, and I heard the burger. So I walk in, I'm like, this is nothing of
Nelson.
Yeah.
Check
What-
on the.
Oh, the
grub.
food is coming. We're
What
gonna
I was
take a break.
expecting.
Oh, you know what?
but the vibes are fantastic.
No,
Like
and-
it's just
and-
really cool.
and it's
brother.
friendly. It's friendly now, and you've made a lot of changes for the better. I mean, it used to be a paper menu that would get all soiled and crumpled and wet. Now you have these laminated. But
I'm
you
still torn though on that. I
you
feel
like
like
it?
maybe we should bring that back.
but you kept
if
the
I'm being
same-
honest.
the same font and the same
facade.
basic
Or- yeah,
simplicity of
yeah.
the menu. You
Listen, at
added
the-
a couple of items which we'll get to later.
Michael,
but
sorry to.
yeah,
I
go
just want to make the point of the fact that I think if anybody else would have taken this place over, it wouldn't be here.
And
Yeah,
probably
they
would
would ruin
I
it.
truly
Knock
believe
it
Oh,
that.
down,
the
right?
land alone.
Or they
is
would have
where-
bulldozed
Right.
it.
And you
So
put out
we
condos
obviously
and-
have made a big investment in the restaurant part of it,
Right.
and
Yeah.
so we are committed to
So
like.
thank you.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes.
Yeah,
Thank
and
your family.
and
Thank
from
you.
what I understand, Margaritaville was interested in taking
Oh,
over
they
the
wanted to buy it in a
property.
big way. I heard
Yeah.
of the number.
And so imagine, we love Margaritaville, the
Right.
business they give us, but you wouldn't have the same nostalgia. You wouldn't have. I often say like La Tub is what Margaritaville is trying to create.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a little.
So-
I don't
Yeah,
want to denigrate anybody. Yours is
No, it's true.
authentic from the ground up,
And that's what
grassroots.
a lot of your shows about, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
authenticity.
yeah.
And this place has it, and you've earned it. And I like the fact that it's okay to progress and move forward and make things a little bit nicer for
Yeah.
everybody. So
Yeah, thanks, man.
credit cards, thing. Andy, do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, sure.
We have a plaque, and
Wow.
this is well earned.
Yes.
And you want to
Oh,
read
awesome.
it? This is
Sure.
presented now to the Serafini family. Alex, now that you guys are the owners, go ahead, Andy.
The iconic eatery of South Florida, presented to Le Tub, founded in 1975, sprouting from a converted gas station. This quirky oasis of intercoastal tranquility features world-famous burgers, cold beverages, rustic Hollywood charm, and half a century of glorious history. Written by the Michael
I gotta
Mayo.
say, you can't tell it's
Yeah,
written by
yeah,
Mayo.
right,
I was
right.
gonna
July 2025, presented by Mike Mayo's Lunchbox, sponsored by TRANSWORLD Business Advisors. Congratulations,
Thanks, brother. Wow, thank you
You know,
guys.
we
Good.
love you
Thank
and your
you.
family. And
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
it's
Thank
been
you
a
for this.
pleasure. I'm so glad that it has stayed in the hands
Oh,
of people that want to
perfect
keep
timing,
it
by the
as a restaurant.
Nice.
Thank
Oh,
you.
look at this!
We
And
can take a
just
break
on
and then we can
cue,
place the food.
we are going to have the
Josh, we can
surrounded
just
by-
lay everything right out in
Yeah,
front
you
of
know
us.
what?
It's no
I'll
problem.
take some of that. This is
Well,
the
we can-
world famous seafood salad.
Yes.
My parents, both rest in
Oh, wow.
peace,
Fantastic.
loved this. They would come here, and this was the first stop when they would come visit me from New York. My parents would come here for
the
lunch.
seafood
They would
salad? Wow.
split one burger. They would get one seafood salad, and they would get an order of French fries.
Right.
And they would just the two of
Oh,
them
good
would
for them.
be in
That's a
heaven.
decent amount of food.
And
They were
no,
eaters.
they could eat back then. Where do you think I get it from?
I was going to say my wife and I could not eat that.
This is the world famous steak fries here. Nice big,
Yeah, and they're nice and
big and meaty. And
crisp.
you've got because it's National Hot Dog Month,
It
and we
is.
love our hot dogs
We
here on
do.
the Lunchbox. You got a great chili
Chili
cheese
cheese
dog. I
dog.
used to
Nice.
eat
I
these
love
and I
chili
wanted
cheese
a. And
look at
then
this.
we've
Yeah.
got
This is the
Holy crap.
newer item on the menu.
Wow.
Everything else you
When you-
see though has been on
Classic.
Le Tub's menu, classic.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we did a our version of a BLT. So we added some lobster meat that we poach in a little bit of warm butter,
Oh my God.
and that's knuckle and claw meat kind of
Wow.
on there. And then we did an herb mayo as well.
Oh my God.
Um,
When you said lobster BLT, I was thinking like a nice small little sandwich.
no, it's low. It's Le Tub. It had to be Le Tub
I was
style.
gonna say, I'm like, would that
Right?
be Le Tub? No, I was wrong. You nailed it. It's
I
freaking monster.
Would you,
You know
would
what?
you crack into that?
Let's
Was it-
take- I think we should take our first
I
break.
was thinking that. As
And
well.
then we're going to talk about this beauty here. This is the burger that made Le Tub and Hollywood famous,
Yeah.
really. It's 14 ounces?
13, yeah,
13 ounces, almost a full pound of meat.
Jesus. Oh, that's a pound.
Well, 13 ounces, 16
still-
ounces a pound.
That's more
Almost
than
a
half a
full
pound.
pound. Beautiful blend. We'll
Beautiful.
talk about it more.
Yeah,
but,
well, I can give you the whole rundown.
yeah,
Absolutely.
But let's take our first break, and then we'll be back with more from iconic Le Tub in Hollywood on the Intercoastal after these words.
Hey Lunchbox fans, is it time to sell your business? You've poured your heart and soul into your restaurant or business, and you want to see it continue the legacy you have built. TRANSWORLD can help. Call me, Andy Cagnetta, at TRANSWORLD Business Advisors right now and see if it's time for you to retire and relax. Iconic brands like the Mai Kai, Mulligan's, Carlos and Pepe's, Mangoes, and many more turn to TRANSWORLD to help sell. Contact TRANSWORLD on Facebook or call 954-772-1122 or visit tworld.com. Again, that's 954-772-1122 or tworld.com.
When I'm looking for some wicked good food for a wicked good lunch, there's only one place to go. That's Wicked Cheesesteaks in Fort Lauderdale. It's at 4824 North Federal Highway, just south of Commercial Boulevard and across from Holy Cross Hospital. My friend Brian there, he will hook you up with some really tasty treats. They've got cheesesteaks just like the best you can find in Philly, along with lobster rolls, because that's where he's from, Maine originally. And they have wings and pizza and everything you want to have a really good time. Wicked Cheesesteaks. They're open every day but Tuesday. Check them out online, wickedcheesesteaks.com. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Guess who's back and better than ever? Juan's. For the best in classic old school Chinese cuisine, a family-run South Florida favorite since 1966. It's at 664 North Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, open every day but Tuesday for lunch and dinner. Chef Alex is carrying on the family tradition that started 4 generations ago. It used to be known as Christina Wan's Mandarin House, and you're going to love it as Wan's. They've got all your favorites: wonton soup, spare ribs, egg rolls, dumplings, Peking duck, and more. Combo lunch specials daily and takeout and delivery. For more information, go to their Instagram page at wans.fl. If you're looking for a great place for steaks, seafood, and more, go to Tropical Acres Steakhouse and Butcher Shop. It's at 2500 Griffin Road in Dania, just west of I-95 and the airport. They've been there a long time, since 1949. That means they're doing something right. You'll get old school hospitality from the Studiali family, along with great value, tremendous service. Of course, you could also go into the bar for happy hour every day, 4 to 6, and they have great value all night long. Also, a butcher shop that's open every day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. except Sunday. The dining room is open every day at 4:30 except Sunday. Go to Tropical Acres. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Looking for inspired comfort food in a cozy setting? Blue Collar in Miami is the place to go. Located at 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, it moved to bigger digs a year ago, now has full liquor, and still features all your old favorites from chef owner Danny Surfer. Fantastic burgers, the braise of the day, and the city's best key lime pie. And the summer specials are sizzling with BOGO lunch sandwiches every weekday from noon to 5 p.m. in June and July, Miami Spice menu in August, September, and drink specials every day. Open daily with weekend brunch. For reservations and information, go to bluecollarmiami.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food and a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have daily happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox. We're at Le Tub. I don't even know the address. It's just on Ocean.
Like Ocean Drive.
It's in between.
Le Tub.
South
Google
of
Le Tub. It'll come
Sheridan,
up.
and you'll
It's
find it, I
world
promise
famous.
you.
It's whatever this is. A1A
It took me right here.
between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street, right
yes.
across from Margaritaville, but not Margaritaville. It is its own thing.
On the
And
west side, I guess.
and now we've got the food, we've got the burger. Let's talk world famous. I know we got all this other stuff, and I love the fact that you are putting some new things on the menu because everybody loves lobster.
I haven't had
rolls
the
and
chili
lobster
cheese
veal.
dog in
You've really?
a while. No,
Oh,
it's
I
been. I
love
mean,
you.
it's been a while.
I
So I'm
love
just
this
gonna.
chili cheese dog. Can
Thank
you go
you.
Joy's Chestnut eating 70 of them in
Yeah,
about
right.
10 minutes? No.
Are you gonna have any?
Okay.
You cut it in half piece. Whatever, we'll figure it out.
I love a good sloppy chili dog.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Look at the
with
big dog.
Alex Serafini, he is going all Lunchbox. He is a
going in.
natural
Oh, I
on the
meant to
show.
video
He's
that
not
because
afraid
he
to get a
literally
little
went
bit
Just been in.
get in
If you
there
don't
and get a
enjoy
little
the
down
food,
and
you're
I
dirty.
making-
love it.
And with that, if he's going to do a bite of a hot dog,
thing,
I've got here, and I've been taking pictures. This
that would
is
be a
a
half pound.
perfectly cooked.
or
Well,
almost a half.
13.
no,
pound.
no. Did they teach math at FSU?
He said 13,
13 ounces of 16 ounces is more than a half. It's almost a full pound.
8
Well, the
ounces.
whole burger is that, right?
Whole Oh,
Like
I
you're
see.
eating
Now
half
you-
of that.
Oh, you're going fractional.
I'm
on
saying you're having almost half a
Well,
pound of
I'm
meat.
not going to eat.
FSU.
I'm
See, he was right.
It is
My
FSU.
My
He
daughter
was
goes to
It's
FSU.
better than you think.
She puts ketchup on a hot
Math is
dog.
not
What
my
does she
thing,
know?
but it still is a little less than half a pound in
Okay.
one burger.
6.5 ounces.
It
was
is half a
confusing.
chunk
It was-
here, which is what
That's a
most full burgers are.
Yeah.
And now when I come here again, I'm a almost 60-year-old man. My colon will never forgive me if I try to eat one of these late at night. I used to down a full
Late
one of
night?
these at like 12:30
Yeah.
after Marlins games and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I think we were talking.
medium is the way to go here in terms
Yeah.
of
Medium for me is where you want to be on this order,
because it's such a big hunk of meat.
and it comes out
It
like
still comes out.
it's almost
would
like a
say
medium
It's
rare
big-
almost.
It looks medium rare, but it's not.
If
and
you
you
go medium
overwhelm
rare, it's because of the thickness. It's
gonna be rare.
pretty rare. Yeah. So.
And it used to only be offered just plain burger or cheese, but you've gone a little bit more in terms of the
pickle
options.
chips on the side.
Nice.
We're shearing off our own bacon now, so that's been a huge add-on for people. We do a little tub sauce now too, which is just like your classic kind of similar to like a mac sauce.
Nice.
Um,
And what is the actual? All right, 2 questions. How many burgers do you go through a week? How many have you ever tallied like your
of course, yeah.
high season? What is the record?
Probably. I mean, perspective is like people. I would say like on the higher end, we've seen like 800 on on like a Saturday.
On one
one
Saturday?
Yeah, 800. yeah, for sure.
That's
But
almost.
add
Let's do
that-
my
That's probably
quick
a-
math. 13 ounces. That's like 700.
it's a lot of beef. We had to get another fridge.
It's almost
actually.
a half ton of beef in one day.
We had to get an extra walk-in cooler.
That's a lot of beef.
So yeah, so the last
the Wendy's woman should have come in here because where's the beef? It's
Yeah,
right here.
exactly.
Right
she was looking for it. It was
Yeah,
right here.
exactly.
But yeah, no, it's a lot of beef to go through. I think as people have been coming and like
try
seeing
one.
other
These
other
go
things
for
to
it.
Go for it,
try,
Andy. I just wanted to show it. That's for you.
I'm gonna.
everybody's still coming for the burger, but when they see things like the peel and eat shrimp, with Old
Yeah.
Bay and butter,
And then this
Or-
seafood
Seafood
salad,
salad's
like I said,
fantastic.
my parents used to love. They would go in and
Yeah.
just dive in on the shrimp, and they got some fish and crab meat and all
Yep.
that stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, there's
we do
something
an
for
herb
every-
like a green goddess type with a lot of dill. They were heavy on the garlic, the onion, the dill,
Yeah.
so we stayed true to that too.
So it's not
the,
just for
the steak
meat.
cut, the steak cut, thick steak cut fries.
Andy, you ate a very refined
Remember.
bite.
Got to pass the ketchup though.
Oh yeah, the ketchup. I always put a little ketchup on
A little
it,
ketchup,
and
but it's
mayo.
it's seasoned very well, like you said. You can
so
taste it.
and the I guess I don't know if it's proprietary. It's funny because
Still
I
some
seem to
things.
recall when I first came here on the menu it said like sirloin burger, but then Matthias said he always blended in a little bit of chuck, and I don't know if you could give any ratios. And I just imagine like a all sirloin burger would be a little bit too dry and also very expensive, but the
Yeah.
chuck gives it the moisture, the fattiness.
Yeah, we it's not all sirloin. It was kind of promoted that way when
At
they did
one
the
point.
article and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly how they would have managed that.
Right.
But I think about there is some. So you think about if it was all chuck, which it's not.
Yeah,
There's other cuts of beef in there. If it was all chuck, that size of a burger, it would just knock you right down,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
with some leaner cuts of beef in there, it allows you to have a lot of people. Most people finish this burger, believe it or not. When they come, they're here for the burger, so they don't eat breakfast, and then they know,
Right.
Yeah, house of burger.
I always recommend people share the burger. That way, they can try some of the other options
Yeah,
on the
And
menu.
like I said, that's what my parents used to do. That's what I like to do. Split a burger,
Right.
get something else, peel and eat shrimp. Something used to at one point. I don't know if I'm imagining it. Did they ever have clams on the menu here? But you don't have it now, right?
Yeah, I heard that they had that. The seafood gumbo.
Oh, the
was really
gumbo
famous,
was-
and then
that-
that kind of went away with.
It was
Matthias.
way too labor intensive to make
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
although it was delicious. And
People
but-
talk about that still.
yeah, but the chili at least you still make. And
same
chili
recipe
dogs.
on the chili.
Yep.
Luckily, some of the cooks that have been here for years when we took over have stayed with us, and
Oh,
so the
nice.
recipes came right through,
That's
which was
good.
like huge. Scotty, who was doing some serving, also prepping and ordering and blending the beef, he's still with us. He's sticking to his role in the kitchen now.
That's
and,
good.
and helping us to manage that. And then Chris Hagerman, who's been here, I want to say 13 years now.
Okay.
He's like our key line cook.
Okay.
And he works all of our busy shifts.
And again, for those who have never been here, like Lubie, it's
Yeah.
really astounding what they're able to do given the, let's say, coziness of the kitchen.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
basically no bigger than a backyard grill, like a large Weber, where at one point you could only fit like maybe 20. I don't know if the grill has expanded at all.
if you
but-
did all burgers, 33. we
33
counted.
now. Okay. So it's basically like a 8 square foot area, maybe 3.5 by 2.5 or something. Like it's very
smallest
small.
kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're going to like some little hole in the wall in New York,
Yeah.
I don't see kitchens like this.
No, it's
Square footage alone is like the amount of burgers we push out of there is amazing.
It's very impressive what they're able to do given the small confines. The other thing that I love about what Russell was a character, but one thing he did, he was loyal. He had a lot of longtime people that worked for him. It was Steve and Robin were the longtime managers, that couple. So when Russell died, he actually bequeathed the restaurant to his longtime employees. Steve and Robin got like 50%. John got 12%. Matthias got 12%, and then his girlfriend, Russell's girlfriend, got 12%, and Russell's attorney got 12%. I think that added up to 50%. I don't know how the negotiations.
I don't think the math works out.
Well, it was almost. So it was like 48 plus.
No,
50.
you know more about that than I do. I didn't know the percentages or anything.
Yeah,
but
some of them got eighths, and then Robin and
he
Steve got
gifted
half
it to his former team, which is
because he didn't have really. I don't know if he had family or if he was estranged from them, but I just love the fact that to reward long-term employees who did right by you, and then I don't know what the negotiations would like to buy it from all the different components, but the fact that now you have it and maintaining it is a great thing.
When we were able to make the deal, we made it with Steve and Robin.
Okay,
so
you could make it.
Yeah, they were the controlling.
Yeah,
partners.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And last I heard, they had bought some land up in Ohio, like a farmland, and they turned it into an event space. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, and I think that's still happening. So
good. And that's good for them. Wishing nothing but the best. But meanwhile, you guys, the Serafini family, continuing the great tradition. And I've been stalling.
You're holding the burger for a long time. I don't know what's happening.
Yes, I'm preparing myself. Am I going full big bite? That's
yeah. Come on.
I mean, it's lit up, man.
It was really good. Oh my God.
Oh, you're actually going full big bite, like trying to eat the whole thing. Oh, that's... Look at the sweating. He hasn't sweat the entire time until now.
It just
He's
broke
got the meat sweat.
It stopped, Mayo. You plateaued. So just take what's there and chew it, please, because
I will tell you that
I've human throwing up from your.
In the time he's taken the one bite, I've gotten a bite of the chili cheese dog, which is fantastic. Yeah. I had the lobster mac and BLT, which was amazing, and I did have a bite of the burger, which is better than ever. I mean, really, just
what I was gonna say, and we're doing iconic eateries, right, for this segment. So every place we're going to, time tested, and they're fantastic, and everything they bring out when we do these shows is great. So this is not to demean anyone. Everyone that we've gone to has done a really good job with food. We've really enjoyed it. But I always look at Andy because I watch this man every day. And Andy's, as you can tell, he says he's 60. He doesn't look like he's in great shape. Takes care of himself. Right. We've seen him out. He watches what he eats. So when we do these shows, sometimes he eats more, sometimes he eats less. When he eats more is when it's like, okay, he had a bite of every dish. I'm like, okay. Like Tub definitely is what everyone says it is.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for that.
It's really amazing.
Yeah. No, the freshness is it's kind of like the things that we do in this restaurant are they're simple. Right? Yeah. Like they're not overcomplicated by any means. Like our other restaurants are definitely like we're thinking more about the plating. We're thinking more about especially Gigi's. We're doing yellowfin tuna crudo with pineapple chile and all sorts of amazing work that we're doing with the team there. Tiki is even, there's a big focus on the food just across all of our restaurants. But I think what I always talk about kind of helps to separate our restaurants from a lot of the restaurants in the area is our focus on, obviously the waterfront is a huge factor for us. We love waterfront property because it's drawing people, whether you live here or you're visiting, you want to be on the water. I mean, that's a big part of South Florida dining, right? So we're fortunate in that we have that.
And even this time of year when people say, oh, it's so, but you get a breeze coming off.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh no, it actually doesn't feel so bad.
You do have covered tables, so if it is threatening, you're not going to get wet. And by the way, thank you for bearing with me. That was, I even surprised myself.
I had to take over as host.
Full-blown meat sweats now.
I mean,
I almost got it all. I mean, I guess I'm disqualified because there's about like a half ounce of meat
impressed
that I couldn't get into my mouth.
Impressed, disgusted.
When you said big bite, I wasn't
horrified.
No, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition, and that just
just go for your gross ass.
I failed the man versus meat challenge.
Yes,
and I tell you what, the acidity of the pickle. for the finishing
Helps cut it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
No,
I love pickle on my burger. We had to
Yeah.
put those on, you know.
and I gotta tell you, it's a
Yeah.
very soft, collapsible burger. It went right into the mouth. And
Shoved
We
it
get
right
the
in.
we get the buns delivered every day
Mm.
from Cusanos Bakery, the
Yes,
Kaiser roll.
Cusanos, of course.
That was also something that they always had. I know that before we took over, they had changed this, but it was a poppy seed Kaiser bun or roll, and I don't know, something about people failing their drug tests, so they
tests.
changed
Oh,
the.
really? That really was a thing?
Right.
That really
No,
happened?
That's what
it's
they
legit.
said.
The
I've always
same
thought
thing.
that was
Beware
like
if you get everything.
I don't know
bagel
how
with a
much
pop-
truth there is.
Yeah, I thought
I
that
don't
was
know.
nonsense.
There's a certain
I've heard that
threshold.
before.
Some of those drug tests are very sensitive. If you have a poppy seed bagel or a
Right.
poppy seed Kaiser
Bun.
roll, it could trigger
Yeah.
you. So,
Oh, so they
you've
just
gone
stopped.
populist.
All right.
Yeah, it's different.
All right.
Why don't we take our second and final
Let's do it.
break?
Let's do it.
And I need a cut,
Cut
man, and
man,
a towel
yes,
man.
yes.
The meat
Because you
sweats
weren't
got me.
sweating because of the heat. You were
No,
fine.
no, that was pure.
He needs a standing 8
6.5.
count. Is what he needs right
As
now.
you did the math, you're right. It's almost a half pound when you cut it in
Yeah, like-
half. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Yeah,
to
well, I'm
denigrate the fine
saying-
mathematics department.
I
of
mean,
our
I'm horrible at
state.
math, but I'm just saying, like when you get a half-pound burger, you think that's a big burger. Your half was almost a half.
Half
Like
was,
that's amazing.
Half was almost a half, and once again, I've defeated Ozempic.
You
so,
have our friend Todd. Like he's gonna feel it later. I'm like, I think he's feeling it now.
tell you what, one of these beautiful
The
pina
pina colada will
coladas
help you.
goes right down. Awesome stuff. Hey, before we take our second and final break today, I got to put out the reminder that we are going to be co-hosting a great summertime event. No big bites, but there's going to be many bites of oysters on the half shell. If you are into oysters on the half shell and sparkling wine, we have the event for you. It's called Pearl Jam by the Sea with our friends Brad and Dave at Even Keel Fish Shack. We're co-hosting it
That's
on
nice.
Lunchbox along with our friends at the
Love
Visit
them.
Lauderdale Food and Wine Festival.
Their
Lauderdale
seafood
by the
is
sea.
some of the
Oh,
best
yeah.
in Fort Lauderdale by
You
far.
know it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
Alex
it.
is a
I've been
huge,
there.
huge fan of what they
They,
do. Their cocktail program, everything is like on point.
They come from a really fine dining background, but they bring it to the beach, so
Yeah.
it's
It's very,
Very
much like
casual.
this, where they want a casual atmosphere for really good food.
and on
Yeah.
Sunday, August 9th.
Well, their food is
It's
Spot
elevated.
on.
It's elevated food, but again, the atmosphere itself is
for sure.
more low key.
A1A,
Fish Shack.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
A1A, right on the corner of Commercial and A1A in Lauderdale by the Sea. Saturday.
Yeah,
Saturday, August
9th.
9th, from 12 to 3. You can get your tickets now. Unlimited raw oysters on the half shell, unlimited sparkling wine with a Bellini bar.
Yeah, Bellini's
We're
as
also
well.
going to have a paella pan. If you get the VIP tickets, you're going to have some extra goodies, including some of the great caviar from Uruguay. It's a new product that we're going to be featuring and also available to the GA crowd through supplemental bumps and tins.
Yep.
Nice.
Everybody loves a good caviar bump these days.
Oh yeah.
And go online to eventbrite.com or go to oysterpearljam.eventbrite.com. We'll take you right to the site. Get your tickets now and use the promo code Lunchbox for an extra $10 off the already low general admission ticket price. That's $65 with that Lunchbox promo code. Can't beat that deal for all day oysters, sparkling beverages, and more. Going to be a great time. Go online, Eventbrite right now. All right, let's take that second break and we'll come back. I will hopefully stop sweating and maybe get into some of the seafood salad and some
Yeah.
other goodies here at Le Tub with Alex and Andy Cagnetta, TRANSWORLD Business Advisors. If you're looking to buy or sell a business, Andy is your man. tworld.com to get all the info. Is that right?
Yes.
tworld.com.
Correct. TWorld.com.
Gotcha. All right. We'll be back after these words on the Lunchbox from Le Tub. When people ask me about the best restaurants in South Florida, Casa D'Angelo is always at the top of my list. First-class dining, top-flight service, elegant atmosphere, and chef founder Angelo Ilia is legendary. The flagship in Fort Lauderdale has been serving the finest Italian cuisine since 1997, with other locations in Boca Raton and Aventura. As Angelo himself says, they have an unwavering commitment to unparalleled quality with meticulous attention to details. It's so good with house-made pastas, pristine seafood, unique meats like elk chops and bison, and seasonal specialties including fragrant fresh truffles from Italy. All locations open 7 days for dinner. Reservations recommended for a special occasion or any occasion. Casa D'Angelo. Tell them Mike Mayo sent you. Hey, it's Mayo for Gilbert's 17th Street Grill. You know me, I love family-run places with quality food at fair prices served with passion and pride.
And that's why I love Gilbert's. For more than a decade, Lenore, Beth, and Richie Gilbert have been serving up the best burgers, wings, ribs, salads, and desserts. It's a fast casual spot. Everything prepared fresh to order from an immaculate open kitchen. They're at 1821 Cordova Road in Fort Lauderdale in the Cordova Shops just south of 17th Street. Open every day but Sunday. One of my favorite burgers in South Florida. Big, round, juicy pucks of 100% Angus beef, char grilled to perfection. And don't miss the sweet potato fries on the side. They're legendary. Go to Gilbert's, feast, and be happy. Tell them the Lunchbox sent you. Delicious Mexican food with innovative twists. Margaritas with a medley of tongue-tingling flavors. I'm talking about Taco Craft, Taqueria, and Tequila Bar. The place to go on Taco Tuesday and every day. It's located at 510 North Federal and Highway in Fort Lauderdale, and also in Lauderdale by the Sea at Plantation Walk and Coral Springs. Taco Craft has specials every day, including bottomless drinks for Sunday brunch, and Taco Tuesdays, including their new burrilla tacos with bone marrow broth. Oh, it's so good. They've even made a taco lover out of me, and they've got so much more, including fajitas, that open-faced smashed cheeseburger tortilla that's new, and a guacamole sample that's an explosion of flavors. The kitchen is open late. There's delivery and takeout. For more information, go to tacocraft.com. Tell them Mike Mayo, the Lunchbox, sent you. When people come to me and say, Mike, where should I go out to eat? I got guests coming from out of town. Where should we go? Cafe Seville. That's the answer. 2768 East Oakland Park Boulevard. It's a Fort Lauderdale perennial, serving the finest in Spanish and continental cuisine in a cozy, friendly, comfortable setting. Joey Esposito and Sally, his better half, they've been running the place for a long time. It's been open since the 1980s. They got great Spanish classics like paella, shrimp with garlic sauce, and all kinds of great seafood dishes. The stuffed veal chop, oh, that's my favorite. Go to Cafe Seville. It's open every day but Sunday at 5 p.m. for dinner. Tell them that the Lunchbox Mayo and Defo sent you. Looking for inspired comfort food in a cozy setting? Blue Collar in Miami is the place to go. Located at 6789 Biscayne Boulevard, it moved to bigger digs a year ago, now has full liquor, and still features all your old favorites from chef owner Danny Surfer. Fantastic burgers, the braise of the day, and the city's best key lime pie. And the summer specials are sizzling with BOGO lunch sandwiches every weekday from noon to 5 p.m. in June and July, Miami Spice menu in August, September, and drink specials every day. Open daily with weekend brunch. For reservations and information, go to bluecollarmiami.com. If you like seafood in a comfortable setting, outdoors, even keel fish shack at the corner of A1A and Commercial Boulevard in Lauderdale by the Sea, upscale food in a down-home setting, the chef owners, Dave and Brad, do a terrific job with all the seafood classics that you want. They have the best grilled oysters in town, bang bang shrimp, lobster rolls, and deli fish specials. They also have weekend brunch Saturday and Sunday. They have deli happy hour 4 to 7, and they also have other weekly specials like mussels on Monday and oysters on Tuesday. Go to Even Keel Fish Shack and tell them that the Lunchbox sent you. All right, we're back on the Lunchbox with Alex Serafini, new managing partner here. And what is your title? Do you have a title?
It's that's what it is.
Okay.
I mean, I'm also, it's family, right? So it's like
Give yourself
I'm
whatever title
the
you want.
AC guy or the
Just be on time.
the busser. I mean,
Sometimes
it
you're
doesn't
the
matter.
plumber. Sometimes you're
The title is all encompassing.
like today. We
The
got us-
Serafini is the title, so
Yeah.
whatever that means today is, today it's on a podcast show. And
Well, we appreciate you having us out here. It's a great food. I will take
Pleasure.
a bite
Thank you
of
for
the
doing this.
lobster BLT
Yeah.
because this
It's
is
really
why
good.
I'm a
Again, just talking
professional.
about Andy, that was the first thing he went for, and his face was like, okay. So they definitely didn't skimp on the lobster BLT.
No, look at this.
yeah,
Amazing.
again,
Nice.
fresh baked bread that we get delivered to the restaurant
Oh,
daily
good.
from Kusanas as
Oh,
well.
even
That's their
use-
multigrain. And then we're searing off some bacon and tomato lettuce. We do an herb mayo, and the lobster's the star.
Wow.
So we poach it in some hot butter, and just it goes right on there.
It's nice.
It's not small either, but it couldn't be, right?
No,
If
no,
it was
no.
Small,
Well, you
then
guys hit it.
it wouldn't
It's a
work.
Really nice size.
Now, I see it's a market price item.
It's lobster.
Understandably, so the price of lobster fluctuates so much.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, almost.
Daily.
The price of food now is, how it is.
Oh,
So
no,
it's
insane, yeah.
we're battling that constantly in the
Yeah.
business.
Some
And-
people have
and-
chicken wings market price now. It's crazy.
right. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
No. Let's talk.
But it's still
This is a
it's still
place-
very reasonable.
Is
'Cause
oh yeah, no, lobster
we
is one of
can't-
those things. It's
It is what it is.
a delicacy.
yeah,
We were talking during the break about live music. La Tub has never been a live music place. It's always been a jukebox place. But now you have your own kind of music that you pipe in, or is there still a jukebox?
no, we're still rocking the jukebox.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Yeah. So we have a couple of playlists that we play on the jukebox.
Mhm.
But if you decided you wanted to listen to your own music, we still have that option.
Okay.
It's a Touch Tunes jukebox that we have set up in the
I'm
restaurant.
so.
We thought that was part of the charm of the restaurant
Yeah.
too. you
no,
know?
that was a big part of coming in late night. And
yeah.
sometimes the bartenders would just hand you a $5 bill and said, "Yeah, just put some music in."
Right.
You know.
Right. Well, so funny. Previously, before we took over, they didn't pay to have the music playing at all.
Mm.
And so if nobody put money in the jukebox, there was no music in the restaurant. So I
That
thought,
seemed like the old La Tub ways. Now
Yeah.
we are in a new phase.
yeah, we had to keep the good times rolling kind of thing. But
But you mentioned on your restaurants, you do have some live entertainment at Gigi's.
yeah, we do
Yeah.
live music on the weekends. You know, depending on the time of year, we will run live music there. Singers, DJs, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Gigi's is been in the family, like I said, for about 16 years now.
Wow.
And that's kind of the iconic flagship. That's the place you take family, friends,
Yeah.
Business partners
Celebrate
for a
It's
nice
great.
celebratory.
holidays,
Yep.
We had our
Sunsets.
anniversaries, all that.
We had an
It is
80th
that,
birthday party
Did you?
there for my mother-in-law.
Okay.
It was
Oh,
great.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
they have a nice room.
Yeah, it's date night for that's what it is.
You do a
La
good
Tub
job. Yeah.
obviously is our rustic,
And
come-
Tiki is kind of the breakfast, brunch, lunch place, right? It's on
Yep.
the weekends. You
Yeah.
have the weekend
Tiki
brunch.
Tiki is kind of my baby in a way, because
Mm-hmm.
I really was fully, when I moved down here from New York, we took over Jimbo's, and when we first took over, we didn't change the name right away. So
Mhm.
I
was
we-
in there at one point. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. We created
The
that
lemon ricotta pancakes are a thing there.
Yeah.
That's,
on the
still
brunch
very
Saturday and
great
Sunday every
signature
weekend.
brunch item. They're very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're, fish tacos are the most popular thing on the
Yep.
menu. We do fresh shucked oysters. We've got a beautiful cocktail and fresh juices and cocktail program going on there.
Yeah.
Tiki's like, come off the boat, come off the beach. You're under a huge, beautiful tiki hut on the water.
Yep.
It's right in the middle between La Tub and Gigi's, I
And
would
each
say.
each of them have their own, distinct menus, distinct vibes, and it's kind of neat because you can actually do a restaurant crawl. Literally, you could walk all three of them. Of course, I wouldn't. I would just
I have,
take an Uber,
yeah.
but-
People do it all the time. Yeah, or they bike. Bike
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah, biking.
Yeah, because you're on the Broadwalk here. You can
Yeah.
take your bike. It's just over 2 miles to Tiki from here.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
especially when the weather is a bit nicer. And again, little threatening, but
Well, but it's been
Lubie,
great, though. It's
Lubie was
been-
such a
I was
pessimist.
wrong.
It's
It
gonna
held
rain.
out.
We're gonna get all the equipment wet. I said, no, there's a nice tiki area in the back here that you built out. You call this like the tiki picnic?
Yeah. Well, this is like La Tub's Tiki Hut, and we'll host large groups back here,
Yeah.
20, 30, 40, 50 people.
I'm ready. This is
4 big picnic tables back here, ready for
rehearsal dinner right
celebration.
here.
Yeah,
There you go.
You heard it, Allison.
I
just picked it out.
just some burgers. Throw some burgers on the grill. It's gonna be
Let's
a
do
party.
it.
It's good.
We
Hey,
will
we-
do it one night. Don't laugh.
Okay, good.
like you said,
I think it's
this
someone got
area-
married within the last
Now we're going to bring
4
the
years. It's a
staff
great
here.
idea.
We're going to bring the
Just
whole staff, the whole
walk
TRANSWORLD
out.
staff.
Walk
That's
out
a
to
great
the
idea.
intracoastal part, and you just keep walking down, and it just keeps unfolding more and
Yep.
more. And these little nooks and crannies,
Yeah.
some very romantic,
Yep.
swings. You got some, you can sit there. And on the
I've heard some
swings.
romantic stories about the swing.
Romantic
Some-
is probably a good way
somebody-
to put it. I feel like it would be a lot
somebody-
more than romantic.
Somebody came in. I wasn't here, but they were talking to my manager, and my manager TJ. They said, "I'll give you how much you want for that swing." What do you mean? He said. Well, I conceived my daughter on that.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
Jesus.
that
Oh, geez.
either virginity or
Oh, geez.
human birth is what I got
Yeah,
from that.
I'll-
Yes.
he said name the price, so I got to find his number.
Yeah, exactly. There's a price for everything.
Oh, there we go. We've got. Last but not least, we've got the
The key
desserts
lime
here,
pie.
famous key lime pie.
I believe that story.
And
too.
this,
Ah, no, I do
Yeah,
too.
I'm sure it's true.
I tell you, it looks like it's been improved upon. The graham cracker crust looks thicker and
All right.
more beautiful than ever.
I'll just have a bite.
Andy, you
Yeah,
can
I'll
have.
just
I'm
have
not
a
going to
bite.
big
Just a
bite
nibble.
this. I'm
No,
going to
no,
leave
just go
some for Lubie
It's fine.
and appropriately served with whipped cream. Everybody knows how I feel about meringue on my key lime pie.
That's not-
I am team
Lubie,
whipped
do you
cream.
want to get some
You don't
food
like
in
that?
before
Yeah.
you
Oh, we'll
talk
get
to
there.
Josh?
We'll get there.
Really good.
And
Fantastic.
we got one more piece of business, lunchbox related. Oh, did you want to? Is there anything else we needed to do? We got to do a contest winner. We're gonna have Lubie is busy because he usually does the sound effects. But Andy, I'm gonna give you, every week Fridays at Gulfstream we do our restaurant trivia contest combined with picking a winner of a horse race and then some other ultimate tiebreaker, which this week was the winner, number of sets, and number of games of the Wimbledon Gentlemen's Final.
Wow.
So it was a tricky one this week. And,
yeah, how many people would have taken center? That's
so
actually interesting.
here we go. I'm going to give you one clue for the restaurant because today we got to celebrate all our French friends. Today is Bastille, Day, French Independence Day.
Yep.
And so we went with the French restaurant. And it was a restaurant that's on a commercial boulevard. My clue was if you want to take the slow road to Paris and maybe move at a snail's pace, this restaurant is the one for you. Do you have any clue what it is?
On commercial?
Yeah.
Not on Oakland.
I don't know.
It's called Oakland
It's
Park.
in Oakland, Park, the
right
city,
on
but it's on commercial right next to Thai Spice in the same complex.
Oh yes.
You didn't
And
say the
it's
name.
So
called
Snail's Pace,
It's called Escargot.
Escargot Bistro
Yeah.
was the winning restaurant. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I
Alex.
have.
No,
It's
no, I
great.
haven't.
You've been. It's great.
Very quaint, run
Yes.
by a family. Also sold a few years ago from one charming couple to another nice family. They do a great job. Escargot Bistro was the restaurant. The winning horse was number 9, which was not the favorite, and I forgot the name. Here, Light Fury, number 9.
Nice, that's interesting.
We had 5 people that had the correct restaurant and the correct horse that went to the tiebreaker. All 5 of them, Lubie, picked Alcaraz
Yeah, I
to
was
win
gonna say
in
no one
5
would have picked
sets.
center. Yeah.
Nobody picked Sinner.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, you get no prizes. Jim Sarney, our friend, my former colleague, did pick Sinner in 4 sets.
Oh, wow.
However, he had the
He didn't have
wrong
the
horse,
horse.
so he gets nothing. We go to the game tiebreaker. There were a total number of 10 games in each of the 4 sets. That's 40 games. Now, the 5 people, nobody had the right winner, but the one who had the closest number of games had the number 46, and it's great because she said, not sure what you mean by number of games, so I'll just say 46. Of course, she ends up winning,
Oh, nice.
and that's Dawn Clark. Congratulations. You're this week's 10 Palms Sunday brunch at Gulfstream
Congratulations,
winner.
Miss Dawn.
And one more plug, on Sunday, July 27th, we're going to be hosting our seasonal Lunchbox Brunch Bash at 10 Palms. So, if you can't make it to Tiki Tiki that day, or you can even do a doubleheader
Yeah,
and go to
exactly.
Tiki Tiki and then come up
Come
and play
there.
the races and hang out with
I
us
like
because
that.
it's an all-day buffet. And we're going to be, even if you're not a contest winner, and Lubie and I will be there.
Yep.
Andy would love to invite you out if you
Sure.
want to come, if you're going to be in town.
Double brunch.
Our guest. And Alex, I don't know what you're doing that day, but we like to have a big crowd up there.
Thank you.
$44 per person if you want to come and join us. Bring as many as you want. Just email me at mikemayoeats@gmail.com. And anytime in the next 2 weeks, up until the 25th, let me know. Just email me the number in your party and your name, and then we'll hold the table for you. And then you just pay on the spot. $44 all-day brunch buffet. It's a great time, plus tax and gratuity. Come join us. It's lots of fun. All right, I think that's going to do it. I got to take my bite of key lime pie.
Come to La Tube.
Yes.
Better than ever.
Yes. The great
The
burger.
burger
and
was
they're
so
nice to you
good.
now.
Yeah, and they're nice to you. It's amazing family.
Thank you guys for having us.
You guys
Amazing.
doing a great job.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
You've done a fantastic job. It looks really nice.
Yeah,
here.
the next 50 years is the goal, right?
You're ready.
So the next 50
Next
years.
50
That's
years.
what we're thinking.
Look,
I guess it's kind of like the old Times Square used to be gritty and run down, a little scary.
Yeah.
Now Times
It's
Square
not
all
like
cleaned
that
up.
now, no.
Might get accosted by an Elmo or two, but no, La Tub is much better than Times
Yeah,
Square.
no
It
Elmos.
is-
No, there's no.
It is cleaned up, like you said. They gave a scrub to La Tub,
Yep.
but they didn't change what
No,
made
no.
them famous. That
And the
burger.
food's fantastic.
It's not too glossy, right? It's not
no,
too.
no.
It was
not
great.
It's perfect. It's a perfect
Retains
combo.
People that lived in, and I lived in Hollywood a long time, Dania, which is practically we call it Holly Weird for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
reason.
Yeah,
We
but you
love it,
embrace
though.
Yeah, you
We
embrace
love
it.
We embrace the
it.
excess.
We
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah.
It's a point of pride.
It is.
Honestly, yeah.
Alex, my friend, thank
Alex,
you so
thank you
much.
so much.
Thanks, Alex.
Very much appreciate
Thank
it.
you, boss.
Andy,
Andy,
we'll
thank
do
you,
it again
sir.
next
We'll see you
month.
soon,
Can
my
we
friend.
reveal where we're going to be next
Where are
month?
we going to be next month?
Andy doesn't.
I don't
know.
even know.
Is it a mystery?
No, I don't
we're
think
going,
so.
we're going
We're
upscale.
we're
A
going
place
to
that's been around.
Okeechobee?
No,
No.
Cafe Max.
Oh,
Cafe
Cafe
Max.
Max.
That's
In
right.
Pompano.
Yeah.
You've been there?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
classic.
Absolutely.
Carol
It's
and
great.
Oliver's Cafe Max.
Yeah, yeah.
They're going to be taking part in the Dine Out Lauderdale
They are.
that's coming up
They're
in
great with that.
August and September. So we'll be there for a little bit of that and also to pay tribute. They've been around almost, I think, 41, 42
Wow.
years.
Yep.
Which any place that lasts 4 years, let
Yeah,
alone
yeah.
40 or 50,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
You know they're doing something right. So
Right,
Yeah, we're
right.
celebrating.
much props to them. Much props to you. That's going to do it. Tomorrow we're going to be at Taco Craft for a Taco Tuesday up in
Nice.
Lauderdale by the Sea. I don't know if Falsetto's going to join us, but
Yeah, but it's always
somebody
a good
from
time there.
the Taco Craft family will be joining us for their Taco Tuesdays. And until then, come on out to the tub. Try to stuff a whole half burger in your mouth
Don't
like
do
me.
that. Don't do that.
Not
Don't try and
recommended
do
to
that.
try to talk
Why-
to
And
somebody
bring
else.
Try
somebody
and-
who knows
Try
the
and
Heimlich
enjoy
maneuver.
your burger, unlike Michael
Yeah,
Mayo.
yeah, right.
I'm insane. What could I say? All right, everybody. Enjoy every salad, enjoy every hot dog, and enjoy every La Tub burger and sandwich. The finest quality, warm hospitality, and world-class creativity. Those are the ingredients that make Daniel's, a Florida steakhouse, a special place. Come experience the restaurant that's Michelin Guide recommended and totally Mike Mayo's Lunchbox approved, with an impressive collection of steaks, seafood, and more, like their foie gras creme brulee. Daniel's is located at 620 South Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale, just south of the New River Tunnel, open Tuesday through Sunday for dinner. For reservations and information, go to danielssteak.com. Hey, it's Mayo here for Prezzo Italian Restaurants. 2 locations, Boca Raton at Park Place on Military Trail and Palm Beach Gardens in the PGA Commons on PGA Boulevard. Contemporary Italian cuisine with house-made pastas, wood-fired pizzas, salads, veal, chicken, and of course their famous focaccia bread with oven-roasted garlic bulbs. In Garlic We Trust is their slogan, and you can trust Prezzo for a great experience with gracious service and tremendous value. Open 7 days, featuring brunch, lunch, dinner, and happy hour. Great wine deals and full bar at both locations. For reservations and more information, go to eatprezzo.com. When I get a craving for real Southern barbecue, Fat Boys Barbecue is the place that I call home. Cooked low and slow with proper smoke and dry rub goodness, Fat Boys has some of the best ribs, brisket, burnt ends, pulled pork, and chicken around. 5 delectable sauces and the tastiest collard greens, candied yams, and cornbread this side of heaven. 4 locations, including Deerfield, Coral Springs, Cypress Creek Road, and their newest location in downtown Fort Lauderdale, 706 South Federal Highway. Open 7 days with great lunch specials, online ordering, delivery, catering, and food trucks for your next event. To order, go to fatboysbarbecue.com today. That's Fat Boys with a Z, as in amazing.